Howdy. Welcome to probably going to be the final episode. There's no audio because I turned it off beforehand. And also, a fun start to this is Lollyfan being a son of a bitch telling me I'm late. Shut your face, Lollyfan. I don't see that. There was a reason for that. Reason number one is I need to turn there. There we go. Now I can hear now. I can fix the audio levels. There we are. And you may say, hey, why am I late today? Answer, I'm forgetful. And I didn't actually relight this fucking candle because I'm a jackass and had to quickly whip that together. And so that's why we're on 0. Just because I realized 3 minutes before the stream had to start. Wait, I said I was going to do that, didn't I? Well, I'd best beat these mini-bosses a lot faster. And it took me like 10 minutes. It was not exactly hard. But welcome to probably going to be the second to the last episode, the penultimate adventure, because we're probably going to have a bit of a fun time trying to go through, and maybe we'll dick around on Endless, because it's the only thing I haven't shown off yet. Maybe not. I don't really know. Doesn't matter too much. Anyway, how's it going, Lollyfan? How's life treating you? Oh, what are you weak to, you little jackass? Poison. Alright, fantastic. Makes my life easy. I don't actually remember what Wave 5 of this optional boss nonsense is supposed to be, because there's Vulcan. Could be the Crystal Hydras, actually, but there's Vulcan, there's the tank, there's these two, and then there's the murder tree. I don't really remember what that's called, but it's in there somewhere. That's somewhere in here, most likely. So we'll get to it when we get to it, and we'll kill it all the same. But yeah, welcome to me actually having to play conservatively and against these bosses instead of, hey, want me to just want to watch me one-hit one of these Cyclops sisters? No, not this time. No, this time we have to play a little bit, tiny bit, conservative, despite the fact I can still do about 1/4 of its HP in an instant. That's besides the point. Another factor into this is I'm going to start burning the bottom boy, just so that way when I'm focusing the top one, we'll have some free backline damage already ticking away on the bottom one. And then he's just going to miss everything. Also nice. So because I realized these last, handful of episodes have been this short piece of garbage, I'm just gonna stream something else once I'm done. I'm just gonna move on to that, because I only want to do these once at a time, and when I do endless mode, I wanted to see how far I could get into it. So I wanted to dedicate a proper amount of time towards that. I'm just like, hey man, take tomorrow off, do a shit ton of endless, not have fun, because it's not that much fun, and then we'll have a grand old time. But after this, we're just gonna go dick around and play something else. I don't fucking know, man. I'll go play do the streams, play Spire or Smite or some shit. Who knows? Quickly, type in chat if you have any opinions on what I should do with my life. Because I don't know, and I need people to tell me what to do. Because I have no sense of personal agency. I'm actually almost killing Scotty faster than I am Soul. Just because I have so many dots. Even with the Super Murder Ice Sword fun times on Matt, it's just not enough. You just ain't cutting it, Matt. You're falling apart, baby. Remember when these are supposed to be super bosses and these are supposed to be difficult? Yeah, I don't remember what that all went. That was supposed to be around here sometime. Video games are difficult. Smack. Oh no, watch out, Scotty. Your friend the Reno's about to get bodied. Okay. Well, that's free as shit. That just make this fight even better for us. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh yes. What do I even do with Lance's turn? I didn't I didn't have a game plan. Here, you know what? Do this. I'd just rather have Natalie not have to bother with it. Fuck. Have I gotten all the achievements? I mean, I plan on getting them. I just don't know if I can do them on stream. I mean, the only way I'd be able to get all the achievements and show them off on stream is one of two ways. I'd have to get the Endless Medal off stream, go to New Game Plus, get all 5 of the partner or all 4 of the partner surrender medals, and then show off what happens. Meaning I would already have done the 30-wave medal nonsense off screen, and that sounds like not fun. Or alternatively, I'm going to have to dedicate an entire stream to showing off one room. Because I can't edit these things. So, what sounds like the better option? And neither of them are fantastic, to be honest. I don't want to, the whole point of this has been to be first impressions. I'm not supposed to spoil myself. All of this is new. I've done none of this off screen. All of it's been right here for your viewing of pleasure. More like indifference, but you're here, so at the end of the day, that's all that matters. What do I have that's AoE? That does ice damage. I should go to do jack shit. Okay. Smack. But yes, I do actually plan on getting all of the medals. Because despite how much of a negative Nancy and a nitpicker I've been, I really like these games. Like, I am a genuine fan. I wouldn't be here. I don't 100% games I don't like. Typically, the ones that I think of are games that I put a stupid amount of time into, are the games that I personally 100%. Games I can think of off the top of my head are Tales of Symphonia, which is my favorite game. I almost did Dead Rising 2. The only problem with that one is I didn't have a friend, and I couldn't do a lot of the online, like, multiplayer stuff. That one's kind of outside of my control, so I just consider that one. The other one is Resident Evil 5. My favorite Resident Evil game. That's not a good Resident Evil. It's a multiplayer experience. And then we're just going to put that in that box. As a video game, that one's my favorite in that regard. The electric sword. Perfect. Come here, you. Trying to think of what else, just off the top of my head. What else have I 100%? Sonic R. Twice. In a row. Because I'm an animal, like I've stated before. What else? Can I poison this? Oh, yeah, you can... Okay, no. No, you can burn the weaker version. That's right. And now's the time for Lance. Aren't you, like, don't you just regenerate or something? I mean, it doesn't have any status ailment that, like, implies regen, but I'm guessing that's just, like, baked in. It's been too long. When was the last time I went out of my way and 100% a game? Some games are too tedious and I don't want to. Like, a lot of the time, if a game is story-driven, and a lot of the... Okay, there's two things about that. If the 100% a game, you need to play through it multiple times, depending on the game, I won't do that. If it's like a story-driven experience, like the Persona games, for example. I have wanted to 100% all of them, and the only one that I've actively gone back through was Persona 3, just because that's my favorite of them all. And, to be fair... I did my second playthrough as the female main character, which is like its whole own different thing, so it was enough for me to experience to say, alright, yes, this warrants a second playthrough. Shit, what else? The other ones I can think of are, if it is a game that's an experience, it has to be short. Like, the Lisa games. I 100% all of those, typically because they're on stream. I also... usually try to 100% games I stream, which in this case, here we are. Unless it's a game I don't like. Persona 1 had that problem. I tried to do Persona 1 100% at least reasonably. Not like not get everything, but beat all of the endings. I only didn't do that one because the side optional, like whatever ending, had such a bullshit difficulty spike at the end. I just said, fuck it, it's optional. And we're done here. That's the only one I've technically, like, quit on. That one wasn't fun. Don't That's the only one of my videos that I've been like, this was kind of rough. My Persona 1 playthrough, that was I think the second playthrough I had ever done. It was pretty rough. It's not like these get any better, hey, but, you know. But, yeah. Trying to think of what else. What did it would probably do more damage with lightning. Yeah. I mean, look over here. What else have I 100%? I mean, there's, like, really easy stuff. I'm talking about games you kind of got to go out of your way for. Not games where beating the game is pretty much 100%. I mean, it has to be, like, an endeavor. You got to go for 100%. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, like, oh, hey, I showed up at the finish line and I got handed a completion trophy. No, man. I want to go out of my way and achieve something. There's beating, and then there's completing. I don't want both to be tethered together like some kind of piece of garbage. What am I gonna do? I guess just hit the fucking boss really hard. Alright. One thing I do distinctly remember, one of the hardest games, and I still think is the hardest game I've ever had to 100%, was fucking the Time Splitters games. That game is effectively like GoldenEye. You know, on the N64, that's like GoldenEye 2. Because it's made by a lot of the same people from that era. That, like, ancient, bygone, first-person shooter era. I adore those games. Not a big first-person shooter fan. But it's just arcadey enough for me to go, oh yeah, I can definitely see myself dumping way too much time into this. And thus I did. And I regretted it immediately. There was one mission in particular, because I did it a couple years back. I distinctly remember. I have nightmares. I have flashbacks to it. It was one mission. I believe it was called The Dead, the Bad, and the Smelly, or something dumb, because it was like, ah ha ha, there's the name joke. But the shit about it was that it was like a free-for-all. It was like an elimination match where it's like, oh, you have 8 lives or may get like X many kills or whatever. And the 100% requirement is you needed like, I think it was 15 to 20 kills. I'm sure it was 15 in like 2 minutes. But the problem is that in that mission, there were a total of 4 people. You're one of them. So there's 3 people to kill. 15 times. That takes a while. And it wasn't a large map, but it wasn't like, it was one of the smaller maps, but it was like vertically oriented in certain parts, so you couldn't easily get to certain sections of it. From, like, let's say you're on the bottom, you gotta go a while to get to the top, and they can spawn anywhere. And typically, a lot of the time, enemies wouldn't engage with you if they didn't have a good weapon. And of course, this is one of the harder missions, so when they did engage you, goddamn were they a massive threat on top of everything else. And, even better yet, the final cherry on the shit cake, the weapons in that map are garbage, because it's like a Western mission, because that's the name, that's the joke they're going for. And typically the best weapon you're gonna get really is like grenades, which are like a resource that you have to keep getting. It's like in any first-person shooter. Grenades aren't your main weapon. You don't go out of your way saying, yes, I'm gonna use grenades as my primary method of murder. But the rest of your weapons, like a 6-shooter, like, I think like a 2-barrel shotgun, they don't do the job fast enough. Because typically, unless you're a god with the 6-shooter, and even then you gotta reload, and the shotgun has video game shotgun problems and all this other garbage, it was this perfect cavalcade of too little time, too little peoples, too awkward of a map. AI was too hard. Bad spawns. That was one of the other ones I didn't even tack on. Sometimes they'd spawn in places like, typically I would sit outside in the courtyard, the most open area of the map, where there's the most spawn points and it's the most easily accessible for murder. But again, you don't have control over where the enemy spawns and what they do. So typically what it would boil down to, I got that shit down to a science. And that's not even, like, it got so bad, if I spawned at the start of the mission, the first spawn, if I spawned in a bad spot, I just start the mission over again. I just said, fuck it. No, we gotta do it over again. That's the kind of game where it would get so hard, potentially, that you would eventually just have to say, you need to start abusing exploits, you gotta manipulate the AI, you gotta really know the ins and outs of this game, and you better be damn good at doing it on top of it. But I did it. You bet your ass I did it. It took me all night long. So I did this a couple years back, and I had a friend, because it was just young enough, we were still like early middle school, or late middle school, maybe early high school, don't remember. I had a friend staying over for the night. All night long. I don't typically pull all-nighters. All fucking night long. That's all I was doing. And it was supposed to be the kind of thing where we'd pass off the control. Like, oh, hey, let's try to beat the game with Fred. You'll pass the control off if you lose. We eventually just said, fuck it. I'm better at the game. So he just said, all right, you take the control. And so it was me for hours on end, just slowly growing in frustration and exhaustion as the night goes along. It was an experience, to say the least. I would not wish the hell of trying to 100% that game upon anyone. Because what do you get for it? You unlock a character. One dude. And that's a first-person shooter, so they don't matter too much. But you bet your ass I played him every single fucking time I ever played that game again. I unlocked the zombie Jed. I did it. I win. I had a grand time doing it, though. It was such a fun experience. I'd highly recommend it to anyone who you want to kill yourself. Oh, I still have the nightmares. The only Time Splitters game I haven't 100%. Oh, no. Before I double back on that point, you know, just to quantify just how hard that one mission actually was, is Time Splitters was one of those kind of games where if you're so good, if you're so far above the grain, because there's the three metals, bronze, silver, gold, makes sense. But if you excel, you exceed, you're a master, you can get a platinum. It doesn't even get you anything. You get bragging rights. That mission was so fucking hard. I beat it with about 7 milliseconds left to get a gold. So, definitely not way above the grain. I got a platinum for beating the minimum requirements to get the unlock. Beating the mission gave me the ultimate bragging rights. And you bet your ass that felt fantastic. Probably not, because in all honesty, a lot of that time was me just trying to get used to how to manipulate the AI, because that was the first mission I had to do that on. But, you know, it's like if I came back, I would know how to do it. It's just execution. And remember, this was a couple years back, and I'll admit, everyone's a bit more of a shit, even in the teens. Even in, like, the 18, 17, 16 ballpark, you know you're a shit kid, even still. You just know it at that point. And I know I was a shit kid. I'm a shit kid now. I'm 21. I'm a shit kid. I know. But fucking A, man. What am I doing in this mission? I need to actually pay attention, because this dude's constantly healing and kind of being a pain in the dick. So let's actually bust out an over limit. I've seen people speedrun those games. I've gone out of my way and I watch them. I'm just like, damn. Credit where credit's due. I don't want to commit suicide via video game. That's not where I want to, like, see myself in my life. But, you know, credit where credit's due. They did it. They really excelled in every single regard. And it was only one mission. That was the kind of game where, Oh, there's some of those. It was one of those kind of games where each person would have their own personal vendetta against one mission. It was that kind of game where each person would have their own story, horror story to tell about how frustrating and how much of a nightmare one mission for them was. For me, it was that one. Or a handful of missions. It depends. Like, I remember one that happened a long time way before, even before then. This was easily in the midst of middle school. I was doing one of the missions because I was a crazy son of a bitch as a young kid. I came back to that game time and time again trying to finish up those last couple missions I had never been able to do. There was one mission where it was like the whole level is like, oh, you only have rocket launchers, kill everybody or whatever. And I had like 1 second left and I needed one more kill. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna get it. And I just started shooting at one of the doors, and like genuinely 2 milliseconds before the mission ended, the door opened a crack because someone was walking through it, and the explosion bled through, killing the guy. Oh, that was a glorious time. That one wasn't even that bad of a mission. That's just you gotta put your foot to the mat kind of mission. You just gotta get it done. But that's one of those games that you tell stories about. I fucking love the Time Splitters games. That's a game series like Epic Battle Fantasy for me. A lot of it's nostalgia driven, and a lot of it has those like antiquated problems. Like, it's an old first-person shooters. Like Time Splitters 2 had that console first-person shooter of GoldenEye-esque aiming scheme on a GameCube controller. Like, oh man, that's a little bit really awkward to try to sell that to someone new, but I love it all the same. It's the kind of control scheme that it's actually why I'm not a very good first-person shooter player. I mastered controllers when it came to first-person shooters, and I never get traditional, like, keyboard and mouse first-person shooter. It's probably why I'm garbage, terrible at aiming with a keyboard and mouse. I've never had to draft the skill, and I've never been good at it. It's always been controllers for me. Like, anytime I decide to say, hey, I want a first-person shooter for some reason, typically I'll play someone who's a support who doesn't need to aim, or I just won't play that game anymore. It's why I'm a medic main in TF2. It's why I don't do any first. It's why the one time I played a Battlefield game, it was again on console. The GoldenEye and Time Splitters era has forever tainted me upon everything that's not, hey, do you like controllers for your first-person shooter? For me, the answer's yes. Like I've said before, I'm a crazy son of a bitch who doesn't understand, like, common, like, sentiments for how to play a video game. I like weird games. I dislike traditional games. But I like what I like, I enjoy what I enjoy, and I'm gonna have a damn fun time playing through those Time Splitters games to the end of time. I even have more of a story to tell, because it was actually something similar to, like, one of these games. It's, oh, this one makes me feel real good inside. So, a while back, I was just looking into it, because I'm like, damn, I remember the fucking Time Splitters games. I remember that, like, fucking loving these things, and I had heard about it just offhand. I heard a whisper on the wind that they didn't make a Time Splitter. There's 3 games. The first one was that one's really ancient. I never played that one as a kid because it wasn't there. But Time Splitters 2 and Future Perfect, specifically Future Perfect in the later years and 2 in the earlier years, were the games that I played. And there's some of those games that I just put hours upon hours into. They were one of the go-to games for just general gameplay. And so I wanted to enjoy them again, and I went back and played them, and I said, hey, these are pretty fucking cool. What's up with the dudes who made these games? Have they made anything else? What are they doing now? I was just mildly curious. And I stumbled upon the greatest thing of our time. There is a very dedicated fan base behind the Time Splitters games, because they said in an interview, which is where I first found this, that the Time Splitters games are old and all that nonsense, and they had no plans for making a sequel. But what they did do is they released like an HD collection remastered, I don't remember. But what they said is because someone in an interview asked, hey, can we get a Time Splitters 4? And they said, if this collection sells monumentally well, yes, or something along those lines. And I don't believe it did. I don't think it hit like the criteria they were looking for to really make this new game. I don't remember the specifics about that whole thing. That one's vague to me. I haven't looked deep into that one. But upon stumbling upon that, I was so dejected. But recommended, same like vein on Google. I found out about a dedicated group of fans who said, fuck it. If there's not going to be another Time Splitters game, we're going to make our own Time Splitters game. And thus we get to the most anticipated game, I think, for me right now, is Time Splitters Rewind. It's been years before anything. It's not going to happen in a very long time because it's just purely a passion project. And that's all I can really say about it right now. That's how early in development it's been after all this time. But even despite all that, the fact that another Time Splitters game, and I've seen some of the shit they've made for this game, fucking fantastic. It's gonna be like 15 fucking years or some shit for this to come out. And you know what? I don't give a damn. I'm gonna wait every single goddamn day with bated breath. And you know what? For any of those people out there who are really impassioned about the Time Splitters games, because there's our people out there just like the Epic Battle Fantasy games. It's niche, but it's a dedicated and heartfelt, truly impassioned fan base. They need help. They appreciate anyone who can donate some time. They can't accept money is the thing about it. But anyone who can donate time, their skills, programming, modeling, sound design, I would have supposed, anything involved with the game. I've never seen one of these fire out, by the way. But they do that is the answer to the question. But honestly, yeah, kind of like there goes that whole like fucking mojo JoJo I had going on. But effectively, yeah. If any people out there are like, damn, Time Splitters, I remember that, and hey, I'm a computer guy, or I could learn how to model, because some of the people behind that project learned how to model just to help out. That's the level of commitment people have towards the series. It'd be as if Matt behind the Epic Battle Fantasy game says, hey guys, I can't make a new game. And the fans just said, fuck it, we'll do it. Anyone can help. And that's how I feel about this whole thing. It's pure elation I feel inside my body. And it feels fantastic. Oh yeah. Because it's the kind of thing that's a true passion project. The whole thing about the Time Splitters games is just based on the title is time travel. Kind of obvious. I think we could at least assume that. But, yeah. The whole gimmick that they're doing is they're doing a fucking Smash Ultimate, I believe. I don't know if they're doing absolutely everything, but the whole everyone's here was like the tagline. Every character, every gun throughout the 3 games, I'm just like, fuck it, take my money. I don't have any money, but take it. Take my wallet. There's nothing in this. This is an empty wallet. Take it. Please don't knock over my drink. Okay. Take the damn thing. I don't give a shit. Please. Please funnel more money. I can't actually give them money because that's the one other good thing about this. So typically when you see fan game, there's one of two things you're gonna see. Exactly. Honestly, Monkey wasn't as broken as someone say Odd Job and fucking GoldenEye, but it's still kind of dirty, you know? I used to be that guy. Then again, both me and my friend did that, and because every monkey height character has the exact same height, there's no advantage to the same kind of people, and so we both did it just because I personally enjoyed the monkey, not because it was an unfair advantage or I was trying to cheese the system, and his favorite character was, like, Dead Winner or whatever, the little demon girl. We had the same height, so there was no disadvantage for us. And it's like, oh, fucking yeah, shit, man, that works. But, yeah. I forgot where I was going. I was saying something else before. Ever fucking... I don't think it's gonna be all the stages. I don't know if that's gonna come back, but like all the characters, because really at the end of the day, the characters don't matter too much, but yeah. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We're talking about that ancient, that golden era of first-person shooters that's so far gone from today's, like, first-person shooter-centric era, but I still love those games. That's the Golden Eyes. That's from that era when you got your two, in my case, one friend, spent the night at like elementary, middle school, fucking whatever, man, and you just said, hey, man, let's just do this all night long. And you had a blast. It's that era of gaming that we need more of, baby. We need a lot of it. But in that same era was fucking... I had a bunch of other games like that, too. That was a grand old time. During that era, damn, I played so many fucking games. It was typically, like, the same couple games, but... Fuck, man, there's a shit ton of those damn things, man. It's fucking everywhere. Alright, you know what? I need to revive my team, like, right now. So, we're gonna do that right now. Now that I'm actually paying attention... Well, we're just gonna assume we're gonna live this, because, we're gonna do that. I'm trying to think about what else I can keep going on about it, but really I kinda said my piece. Is it true, Weevil? Is that true? Are you a Weeble? A Weeble? Goddamn it, Weevil. You son of a bitch, I knew I couldn't trust you. You're like a brother to me, Weevil. God damn it. So it says the man who knows multiple Japanese songs in Japanese can sing along with them without looking up the lyrics. I think I've crossed that line a while ago. Oops. My bad. What the fuck am I doing here? Fucking throwing bombs at people? Yeah, sure, that works. That's all good and dandy. Oh shit, I need a... Oh, I know he's already cursed. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. You know you're full of shit, Weevil. You know you're a fucking dirty anime memer, son of a bitch. Who's your resident waifu, huh? Cheating on her with all the others? Just gonna fucking drop her by the wayside. God damn it, Weevil. What the fuck am I gonna... How am I gonna deal with all this extraneous bullshit that this fucking tank keeps throwing at me? God damn it, fuck off. Eat a dick. Here's bombs. Blah. Wow. Hey. Hit the tank with the big electric sword and make it stop moving, please. Ay, ay, ay. Honk. Hey! Don't debuff Matt's physical attack. That's important! I've kind of lost all of my mental mojo. I had like a... I had so much burning, fiery passion when I was going off on, going off about Epic, or not Epic, offense, fucking Time Splitters, because goddamn, that's another one of these kind of games, like I said, that, holy shit, my passion burns bright as the fiery suns about these games, but now that it's gone, I'm just sitting here like, what do I do with my life now? I have nothing else to talk about. I've said my piece, and now it is done. But there's no more. What else have we got going over here? I still have a lot of my ancient games. They're still on that fucking shelf. Sons of bitches are still down there. I'm never getting rid of them. GameCube was the best console in that era because it's the one I was nostalgic for. Fuck yeah. Let me just give you that. Yeah, I actually have gone back and played Time Splitters 1 a little bit. Yeah, it was pretty okay. It's the same kind of thing as, like, the more like, modern, I guess, like, Time Splitters games, where they're okay. Yeah. I'm probably more nostalgic for Time Splitters 2 than I am Future Perfect, despite the fact that I put more time into Future Perfect. It's just the fact that I had Time Splitters 2 around that, like, really early age, like, 10s. Like, 10 through 12, maybe. Like, that general ballpark. Maybe even younger, I'm not certain. It's really like a vague blob. But then after that, like, you got rid of it because I sold it or some shit. I don't remember. It just disappeared from my shelf when I got Future Perfect, and then that was, like, the middle teens to, like, now. And I still have Time Splitters 2 because I went back and rebought it. Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, that is my favorite, like, Resident Evil game. Dude, that was another one of those games that I 100% effectively. That I just decided, you know what? I am now the greatest at this game. Fuck it. And then I just beat that game's ass wide open. It was a good time. Tell me a GameCube game, I will probably have played it, or at least seen it on a shelf somewhere, assuming it was, in my country. Don't go fucking cheeky or some shit. GameCube was all I did. I was the nerd who that's all I did with my free time. That was me. I was that kid. Fucking Resident Evil 4, you bet your ass I got so goddamn good at that game. I could beat that shit fucking blindfolded almost. Not now. That was a while ago, but... And since then, it has more so become... And then after I got that game and I beat it so hard, I kind of stopped playing it because I finished the game. I kind of, like, did its whole shtick. Then after that, we've branched off to the magical land of Resident Evil 5. And that game, because it had more, it was multiplayer focused, I probably put an equal amount of time in both. But whereas 4 was spread out across my entire, like, middle, early teens, maybe, like, just before that era, Resident Evil 5 was I just crammed all my time into that game into, like, a year. Oh, Resident Evil 5 was so good. Not a good Resident Evil game, but as a game to have fun with. Important thing, games are meant to be fun and I can enjoy shit. It's probably my favorite game in the series. Crystal Chronicles, played it. I played that I played that in 2 phases, just like I do with all of my games, it seems. Where I was so young, I don't remember it, and then I picked it back up for a very brief amount of time when I was older, but didn't have the whole, like, multiplayer capability aspect to it, like I did when I was younger, and so barely played the game. I've heard that I remember that game being pretty damn good. Maybe that's pure nostalgia. That one was way too long ago. I don't remember anything other than the damn gem bullshit you have to carry around, and I'm just like, it's perfect. I love it. This game is a masterpiece. I don't remember, though. That one was too long ago. I got all that obscure shit going on down there. Anyone remember fucking Geist? Cell Damage? I mean, the Monkey Ball games, those are a bit more popular. We got fucking, like, the OG Sonic Riders. Mega Man X Command, that was a Mega Man RPG. I got that shit, too. What else have we got going on down here? There's a Time Splitter, see that? There was a fucking SpongeBob Lights, Camera, Pants. There was a SpongeBob Mario Party ripoff. I got the 2 Bomberman anime games, Jetters and Generation. I think only Jetters was the anime. I never even watched the anime. I didn't know that was a thing until someone told me. Those games were great, too. I need to kill these fucking tanks, so give me like 2 seconds and I'll keep ranting about things I have a massive hard-on for, because GameCube! Oh, yeah, baby! Now let me just, come over here and... why do I have lowered attack? Oh, you're gonna make me do something drastic now. You know what? I never use her over limits because they're garbage. Let's just get that. Let's just fuck his day up. What else have we got over here? I've sold a lot of games over the years. Bomberman Jetters. It was good. Oh, yeah. A lot of the games I've sold over the years, because I was the kind of kid who would sell 3 games to get 1, so my collection kind of decreased over time, just because I was picky and would only buy certain games. One game that I was absolutely livid about losing, however, because it was technically my brother's game and he sold it for some stupid bullshit that we then sold later and never got it back, was a game called Baten Kaitos. What the fuck's that? One of the better RPGs I've seen. And the only distinct reason I remember it nowadays is the fact that it was the RPG that I never got to play, and it was lost to the times and tides, was that that is the, I believe, I don't know if it still has the record, but it was the longest single-game speedrun in existence for 100%. Because to 100% Baten Kaitos, you need to take a week. Full week to 100% it because of one item. It's fucking soap. When you give the soap to the person, you need to let it age a week in real time. Fuck. And so the whole point of the game is how fast can you get... Oh, is it 2 weeks? I don't remember. It's been a while. You gotta fucking... You get to the soap person, just leave the game on for like a week, and then you come back and finish the game. I never finished that game. It's the problem. I got really far in. I mean, right before the final boss, almost. I don't know if I was. I was right at the fucking end, though. I got the big fancy twist. I got way past it. And, my brother sold the game because it was his. And that game's rare as fuck, and I never got to play it again. Thanks. Yeah, that game has one of the best twists I've ever seen in an RPG. That was a deck-building RPG, which sounds a lot more common nowadays, but in the GameCube era, that was like the only one of its kind. A game where it's an RPG, but you also have to build a deck? What the fuck's going on here? Your basic attacks are all tied to a deck, including using items? And the game's really hard at certain points? Like, why the fuck is there so many difficulty spikes? Holy shit! But, oh... That game was great. I just remember it being really good. But I, again, never got to finish it, so I couldn't advertise it. This also took 40 minutes to beat this one boss because I've been distracted. But, at least I'm talking about something that's not me bitching about the game. Oh, no. Also, hi. Hello, good sir. How are you doing today? Let's get our buffs reapplied, huh? Because, can I weaken you? Oh, I know what we're doing. That was another one that's fucking... Let's go look over here and look at more obscure shit. Oh, I was also a PS2 fan, but my PS2 broke when I was young, and multiplayer games on the PS2 were a lot more rare, so I didn't play it as much. But PS2 was another one of the games that fucking... You know, I was pretty much both PlayStation and Xbox. No, okay, and Nintendo throughout my entire life. The only one I never really played was Xbox. Weirdly enough, the only game I had ever played on an Xbox was Dead Rising. And I never looked back. It was the greatest decision I had ever made as a small baby man child. Oh yes. I fucking love the Dead Rising games. I have not played 3 or 4. Don't want to. But Dead Rising 2. Oh, baby! Here I go again. Getting all gushy. Also got, like, obscure... Fucking man, like, my second favorite game of all time... Third favorite, probably. I don't know, man. I don't got these shit, like, exactly sorted out. Of all time is made by the same dudes who made the Dark Cloud series. There's another obscure one. Is the Rogue Galaxy game. Oh, it's so good. I just knocked my hat off. And well, the headset. Now I don't have a hat on anymore. Look at that. Look at how garbage my hair is, man. Look what you did. The only thing I can think of like that is, fucking one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom! That's another one of them! There it is. And of course there's the obligatory ones like, Simpsons Hit and Run. That was one of the ones on the GameCube. Classic. Got just a lot of shit going on, you know? We just had a lot of fun. We like to have fun here, you know? Though neither of those are on the shelf. Those got sold at some point. Now I just need to start, like, hitting the boss. Oh, you just poison and burn the boss. Okay, this is fucking cake, then. What else have we got going on over here? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, that one's good. There's a Harvest Moon game that I haven't had for years, because that's just an empty box. The Metroid Prime games that aren't even mine, those are a friend of mine's who wanted me to play, because I didn't like those very much, and that I still haven't played because I don't like those very much. Yeah, I actually have one of those games. One of those games you distinctly remember. You know you've played as a kid. I remember. But it's not there. You can't find it. You don't remember enough to find it. You don't remember the name. Who knows what it was called? But I have one of them. It was a PS2 game. That was one of those, like... It reminded me, from what I can remember, of a Disgaea-style game. Where you're running around... It's one of those kind of games. I don't think it was made by the same people. And all I remember, two things. One, there was a side quest where you had to get a lady a fish. I think it was specifically a catfish. I don't know why. I think they wanted to feed it to its pet, and the pet was picky and wanted a catfish. And two, I remember it being about summons. Things that you go out, you catch, and when you get them, you can use them in battle. That's all I remember. It's gone in my memory. And I've looked up through the entire PS2 library multiple times, but it's so vague. Unless I saw one of the two moments I have crystal clear in my mind, I'd have no idea, even if I was watching the game from start to finish. I would have no fucking clue. That's gone. And it upsets me so much because we played that game a shit ton as a kid. But I was like 6 or 7 when that was going on. It's been too long. It's gone. I can't find it anymore. It's lost in the annals of history that is my mind. And I shall never find it at this rate. It's a damn shame. Don't you fucking debuff my defense, you bitch. Don't you then hit me and get me cursed so that I then lose more defense, you bitch. You please do heal me, you bitch. I can't fix it. Oh, well, bye, I guess. Oh, now I'm in a bad mood because I'm just like, oh, what the fuck is that game? Like, I've tried multiple games that I think of. Like, I've tried the Artanelico games, and I've forgotten every other game series I've thought about that are also that very, very obscure Japanese RPG PS2 era. I don't know. I don't know. It's fucking gone. Unfortunately, the Telperion cannot actually be weakened or tired, so I can't, like, use those as a boon for this fight. What am I doing? Okay. What else we got over here so I can keep running my fucking mouth? Mario Party games, standard. We got Sims, standard. Sonic Gems collection, that's just a fucking collection. Evolution Worlds. That was one of those RPGs that you very clearly could tell by the amount of runtime you had that this game was not... It was so short, just short enough to where you're like, I don't think this game was supposed to be super popular. It was so fucking short. But goddamn, Evolution Worlds... Such a short RPG, but that was one of the, such an early on RPG. That's the one that solidified RPGs in my brain as being a, yes, I would like an infinite amount of these kind of RPG. That was the first game I had ever played with the leveling up style of the more you use a skill, the better it gets kind of thing. Well, it was less so that, and the more so like you had to dump like AP points into certain like items or like equipment, then those equipment would give you your moves or whatnot, and you had to like go through like tiers, and you could like change out your fucking gear because it's fucking garbage. I loved it. It was ungodly short. Like you could beat it in an afternoon if you knew what you were doing. It was really short. But it was one of those games that had so many like the whole game was a massive point of no return kind of game, despite how free-flowing it felt. That, if you didn't know what you were doing, you could just kind of shaft yourself completely. That game would just get fucked. Owie. burn the boss. Alright, let me fucking, let me see what else we got going on there. Anything else I can really see? I got some shit being covered up. There's Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon. Yeah, they talked about those. There's Bond of Generations. I think, is that Smash Bros? I can't see. Oh, that's Mario Party. I got Smash Bros over there, too. I think that's about it. I got the fucking Mario baseball game. That one was good. Got Paper Mario. We got... Oh, there's a One Piece game over there. One Piece Grand Adventure. I'm dead, apparently. One Piece Grand Adventure. I played that when I was young just because I was a fan of One Piece because, oh boy, the 4Kids edited that anime. And then it didn't matter to me because I loved it because I was a small shit kid who didn't know any better. And oops, you've made it my favorite series of all time. Oops, I don't think that was what we were intending to go for, but here we are. Nice job, 4Kids. You did it. I fucking love. You know what? There's another one of those, like, passion bullshit. Like, what's it, like, you like it, but you feel guilty? Guilty pleasure. All right, that one's just written on the tin. Guilty pleasure. I liked the 4Kids opening to One Piece. I still do. I played Toadstool Tour. For me, the one that I always remember of the Mario sports games was the baseball one, though. Just because that game pissed me off so much as a kid. That was the kind of game where I'd wind up crying because it was so hard, and then I'd be back playing it the next day. Just because I wanted to beat it. I would not let it beat me. And it very fucking much beat me, but I did it eventually. I came back, like, I think it was a year ago. I went back, and I'm just like, oh, hey, I remember this, and I just kicked the game's ass. It's kind of bullshit in certain parts, but I just fucking did it. Forbidden Memories? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh game? Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories? I know that title. If it's not a Yu-Gi-Oh game, then I don't remember, but I remember having heard that name. Nah, for me, the Yu-Gi-Oh game was Falsebound Kingdom. And there's also one on the GBA I played that was like one of those, like, it's just Yu-Gi-Oh! There's nothing really special about it. I know a lot of people played one of the PlayStation ones. It was, like, very clearly not Yu-Gi-Oh! In any regards, and I think that's Forbidden Memories like you're talking about. I never had that one as a kid. I had the even worse, it's now a strategy RPG game with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and you gotta level them up. That one's fucking weird as shit, and you bet your ass I was all for it. Oh shit, I'm gonna have, like, the Winged Kribo, like, Dark Magician, be a unit on a field, and I gotta have him go attack this town because it's occupied by hostile dudes. Oh shit, I gotta go get the fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon. Final boss is all the Egyptian gods. It was a great time. The Egyptian gods were things you could actually use, but they were so big you only got one of them per team instead of, like, 3 teammates. Because normally you'd walk around with teams of 3, but the Egyptian gods are too fucking big, and they'd be the whole shtick. That was a good time. We like to have fun around here. I am not paying any fucking attention. Howdy, Raymond. Welcome to us doing this as we're talking about obscure fucking GameCube and PS2 games that we played as a kid. Very strange topic we have going on right now. That was a shitty laugh. What the fuck am I going on about? Well, we're doing this fucking garbage. We're playing around on epic difficulty, and I'm not really engaging with the game too much. We're just kind of, it's effectively background noise right now. It's not that hard. Welcome to epic difficulty, everybody. We're having a fun time. Get the fuck out of here, you damned tree bastard. I mean, we were talking about it, but the point kind of got ended. But I don't know, man. I just look over here and I say, oh, hey, shit, there's something obscure, and then I talk about that for 10 minutes. Fucking Disgaea games got Kingdom Hearts. We got the Katamari game still going on over there. Those are good. Dude, I fucking love the Katamari games. I only played the second one. Actually did play the third Katamari game. That's not important. Who even cares about the other ones? Once you've played a Katamari Damacy game, you've played them all. You know what's going on in that. Alright, you tree bastard. Give me like 2 seconds and I'll keep gushing about really obscure video games from a bygone era. like 2 seconds, tree lady. I'm gonna assume that that's a lady because it's a tree and is also about to burn to death. There's not really like a good like connection between those two things, but fuck it. I need an excuse to run my mouth at a camera so that way you know I'm succeeding as a content creator. I have We Love Katamari, which is the second Katamari Damacy game. Those games are also hard as balls for no reason randomly. I mean, I can go back and do, like, any of the stages now, but when you first play in that game, holy shit, you're just like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on here? Why is everything kicking my ass? Why am I incapable of living my life as a sentient ball? Katamari games are a fun time. That's like the final mission in the game, though. That's like the premium, like, I tried to do that as a fucking kid, but yeah, that's the Million Roses game. Like, once you beat the game, like, all of it, and you unlock everyone and all that garbage, then you unlock the, hey, here's a final mission you're not really intended to, like, do, but it's a sentient rose that says, hey, I want 1,000,000 roses. And you can only roll them up in units of 1 and 10. And because this was back in the era of, just in that era still, where video game myths were running rampant and you were just young enough to get that, like, faintest hope that something fun would happen. Me and my brother always wanted it to be, once you got all of the roses, you'd unlock, like, infinite mode or endless mode where you could just keep rolling and expanding with no upper limit or time limit. It's not. It's not. Don't let your hope run amok, lest you get burned. Oh, god damn it. Ah, fucking Vulcan. Alright, let me, like, take a step back, stop talking about my obscure garbage, and figure out how I'm gonna kick this dude's ass. We're gonna need the standard Matt strategy. So, is Matt buffed? God damn it. Of course not. What's your weakness of choice? Do you like electricity, my boy? I wonder who the last fight's gonna be. Is it actually gonna be the Crystal Hydra? Because that sounds like a cheap son of a bitch. That sounds like you're shoehorning in the 5th wave, but I don't know what the 5th wave's gonna be if not. Ice, water, holy, Alright. We'll just go straight holy, because he counterattacks like no one's business with holy, so we'll do it this time. Yeah, that works. I wish I could use Natalie's overlimit right now to just guarantee the buff. Just put it, like, straight down and get it over with, but I can't curse him to lower his defenses, which also doubles the holy damage he'd be taking. I can lower his just basic defense, but not even by that much. I guess I just gotta hit him a shit ton. Alright. Oh, it's definitely not eloquent, and it definitely doesn't got any, like, fancy strategy behind it, but at the end of the day, it gets the job done, so I'm just gonna hit him a lot until he stops moving, just like I've done every other boss. At least it's not as bad as the damned tank where if you're not paying attention, that shit takes 40 fucking minutes. Oh, that's right. You can do that. Actually a good thing. Joke's on you. Oh, just watch this. I'm fixing him. We're just gonna go hard on SP on this turn, just to see where this is gonna get us. I cannot do both. That fucking nerf of Vike actually matters a little bit. It's just enough. Just enough. I mean, I still couldn't cast it even if they hadn't nerfed Vike, but it makes me feel bad about it, so. Alright. Well, have fun. I wish I could Vike, so then I could have Psychened on top of him. Yeah, they did nerf Vike. They made him cost 5 extra SP. SP. God damn it. Why'd you have to gut my Vike? Now I just lower his defense again. Yo, that's free. And then we just do this again, and oh yeah, we're still buff. Now is the time to start hitting the boss a lot. Welcome to SP Generation. Makes my life real easy. Huh. Well, that's neat. Yeah, that doesn't change anything, but I didn't know that. I never knew that. Wow, I got to the last... I mean, that's neat, more so than anything, like, actually groundbreaking, but yeah, that's neat. Smack. Gotta say, Vulcan's a worse boss. He doesn't cry. He's not crying like Poseidon did, so he's dead to me. And I'm gonna make him dead to the world here in like 2 seconds. Smack. Oh, maybe he is. Okay, now he's crying. Alright, I just needed to hit him more. Clearly, this dude needed a little bit more gentle persuasion to start letting the tears fly. This is our last fight, technically, so I'm just gonna kinda... yeah, that seems like a pretty good option. Where'd Vulcan go? I didn't crush him. There's no fucking way. You see, I've been holding back this whole time. And the one time I go ham on a boss, we're like, what, 3-4 turns in? Boss is almost dead. Welcome to hard video games. I just hope Wave 5 is the Crystal Hydra, because it's the only enemy we have not fought in any of these premium contents. Exactly. You see, you get it. Just hit people until they start crying. This is a message paid for by How to Be a Massive Dickhead Enterprises. Also, I just got my shit shoved in like real fucking hard. I kind of forgot he can do that. So, wait. Yeah. Much better. What other obscure garbage can I keep running my mouth about? I see the Fallout games, but that's not, like, old. So that doesn't count. I want to buff Matt. Well, I mean... I guess... Encore? No, that's next turn. I guess I just buff my evasion. Well, what other, like, obscure garbage we got? We already talked about, like, the Dark Cloud games. We got fucking, like, Psychonauts. I remember that game. The game was good. I was so bad at it as a kid, though. I never beat it. Isn't that game getting a sequel? I'm excited. I'm ready. I am ready for some not Psycho. What other fucking, like, obscure... Yeah, that was... Okay, just keep talking about Psychonauts. That was one of those kind of games where I was so bad at it as a kid. It took me, like, months to weeks at a time to make any actual quantifiable progress because I was a stupid shit kid who didn't understand the concept of how to live his life. But in particular, the worst thing about it that I remember is I got to the final boss. Well, not even final boss, the final platforming section. And I just could not do it. And I never beat the game. And by the time I wanted to go back and do it now... I had lost my memory card, so I'd have to play through the entire game just to see the last 2 minutes of gameplay, which I've already seen because I've watched speedruns of the game, so it's not really a thing that I can be doing. But whatever, then. It's like, okay. Do I want to do... Yeah, yeah, that works. Yeah, it's not the most optimal because it's not an over limit, but it's still going to do, 34,000 damage. And then they're just going to do another 34,000 damage. Yeah, it was that last area in the... I'm just going to, just without spoilers, it's the meat circus. Fuck that area. Oh, he wasn't, like, enchanted anymore. Well, that's garbage. You're a garbage human being, Vulcan. I wanted you to know that. Eat shit and die. The Meat Circus. It's a really good name for a level, by the way. Yeah, that it did. Because I think those are considered buffs rather than debuffs. So, aka, game's full of shit. But, that's fun. Fun and dandy. I guess you just kind of gotta hit the boss. I mean, yeah, he's buffed as shit, but his buffs will fade over time, and, I mean, I'm still doing 64,000 damage. He's gonna die in, like, 2 seconds. It's just gonna take a bit of time. And Mad Siphon. Oh, shit, never mind. Doesn't even matter. He has his over limit again. Oh. I'm dying. Well, can I dispel you, or are you immune to that? Okay, he's resistant to... Okay, well, he's resistant... Oh, shit, that has a fucking massive chance of working. Smack! And hope that it's the Crystal Hydra and not something even scarier. You're not actually dead. Wow, okay. Hit him again. I'm astounded how resilient this man is in the last 2 seconds of this fight. Like, he's really trying his... I think it's no dinner. But I'm astounded how resilient this man is managing to scrape himself together to be right now. Woo! Credit where credit's due. I mean, he's making me work for the ass kicking that I'm going to deliver to his face. 66,000. Sending no legs. Encore him again. Do another 66,000. And please don't do randomly less damage this time, because he sometimes does less damage. Thank you. I did it. Damn. I'm not used to seeing these guys in their death animations. That's just grisly as fuck. It's neat, though. So, alright. Checks out. Please don't... I actually don't want these things to kill themselves, so I'll have a free turn to buff. They're probably just gonna do it, though, so yeah, it's not like I'm surprised. Oh, great! You disabled Matt. Oh, boy. Sure glad he can't buff now. Yeah, it's the Crystal Hydra. That's not scary at all. Ah, that's fucking cake. Or not. Okay. Fine then, just be a dickhead, huh? Please don't just randomly instantly kill me or some shit, because this is already infuriating as fuck. Just look at what's going on right now, huh? Well, we need the whole mad over limits, probably, maybe. Or maybe no legs or something. Yeah, we'll send in no legs. I think he should have 9 lives right about now. So, let's go for that. I don't want to have to use Genesis if I don't have to, of course. Unfortunately, again, this regen not breaking the ice for some reason, unless she just got that. Kind of need that to work now, Mr. Video Game. I would really like it. God damn it. Oh, okay, there we go. And how am I? Yeah, I think I did get it this turn. Doesn't make me any less upset about it, though. Yeah, just fucking burn him. Please don't kill my ass. Or the cat, either. I don't care. Stop doing that. Thank you. Now we need to slowly, like, reaccrue our advantage. I want everyone to be alive so I can use 7th Heaven and be just like, hey guys, I'm here too! Ho ho ho! Okay, bye. Come on now, just have everyone here be alive. What other obscure bullshit have I got over here? Not the fucking, like, Dragon Ball fighting games. I don't have a whole lot to talk about those, though. I got Dragon Quest, what is that, 8? That was the best one, in my opinion. That's the one that they advertised a shit ton, though, so that makes sense. Dragon Quest 8 Journey of the Cursed Kingdom or whatever. That's the one that everyone knows, because that's the only Dragon Quest game that's been really fucking successful in America or some shit like that. Makes sense, because wow, did they advertise it a lot. They mean specifically more than the others. I think also Sentinels of the Starry Skies was also really successful, but then Dragon Quest kind of petered off in the western, like, land of fuck everything Dragon Quest. Always my favorite thing to have happen. Which sucks, because I like the Dragon Quest games. They're fun. Oh, by the way, once we're done with this, if I'm not done with the stream, I am going to stream some other game, so tell me what stupid bullshit you two would like to see, unless you two are just planning on leaving when it's over, in which case, alright, that's fine, but I'm also going to hate you for your entire life for it. So just know, you have a choice in the matter. Both of what to play and if you want to make an enemy for life. And yes, I do take these threats very seriously, so live each day like your last. Not because of anything other than the fact that I'm going to kill you, but I'm very bad with scheduling, so, you know, take that, just realize that it's coming eventually. Also, there's this, if you guys haven't seen. The whole Chinese New Year's event came by, and hey, we got firecrackers. And a way to actually apply bad luck. For once. It's pretty damn nice, you know. Now what am I doing? What was I doing? I was playing a video game, right? I don't remember that part. I think full of shit. I don't think I was actually doing that. Yeah, and good luck to all allies, but I like it for the bad luck part. I mean, Lance and No Legs can already apply good luck successfully, so whatever, man. So who gives a fuck? It's garbage. It's a bad game. Smack. Hydra fights. Oy. We've had to deal with a lot. I've had to deal with all 3 Hydras today. Because just before this, I was dealing with the fucking other 2 Hydras. Because again, I forgot to turn on the fucking candle twig burn bullshit. I don't remember what it's called. English language. Yes. That's the one. Did I need to do that? No, I did not. God damn it. Well, I just wasted Natalie's turn. Professional gamer. What else have we got over here? Got the Dark Cloud games. I really like those. Got Final Fantasy X, the one Final Fantasy game that everyone bitches about, despite the fact that the whole main character being an obnoxious son of a bitch is the entire point of the game. He has character growth, guys. Calm down. Other than that, yeah, that was a good game. Got fucking every single Mega Man 1 through 8, plus the 2 arcade games in the hot Mega Man Anniversary Collection. That's why I've played every single Mega Man game. Not because I've gone out and played all of them, just because I've gotten that and have played all of them. I don't know, man. Just fucking... And again, you don't have to think about anything. Honestly, I was probably just going to go with just like Slay the Spire. Just because that's a really simple game that's fun to watch. And if you guys really cared, there's chat interaction. Because you guys can decide what garbage I can put in my deck. It's not the most exciting thing ever. But it's just like, oh, yeah, no, I can see that. Stop kicking Matt's ass, please. Stop. Knock that shit off. Preferably. Alright, well, fuck you too then. Goodbye. Hello. Welcome. Use the Cosmic Drive-By. Was it you, Lollifant? Were you the one who was here for that other, like, Slay the Spire stream I did the other day? Fucking, I have such a bad memory for... I know someone was there. Names escape me, though. I'm so bad with them. I have no fucking idea. Can I even poison you guys? Oh, I can't. No, you can't. Damn it. How about Earth? Oh, yeah, Earth works. Alright, fine. Then, hey, we're gonna probably do some more of that shit. It's gonna be a fun time. I can actually play a modded character this time. Because, you know, this is gonna be one of the characters I know and won't be fucking retardedly slow with. You know. I'm just gonna put 2 of those in my face. We're gonna play as the Construct, my favorite modded character. We're gonna be a robot. We're gonna have a fun time. Oh, hi! Damn. Alright. Fucking rad as shit, huh? Well, she still siphoned fucking garbage, so smack. I got him. I got him, guys. Don't worry. And then we come in with the big, like the actual heavy hitter of Lance, and you're just gonna shoot like guns and a lot of violence just everywhere. Liberal application of many of violence. You guys weak to dark? Oh, you don't give a shit. Can I tire you guys? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I can. I should just be doing this a shit ton. Wait, what? Hey! Hey! Wait! God damn, it's a 70% chance. And none of them are No resistance to tired. I have a 70% chance for each person. Firecracker. I can't use Firecracker. She was siphoned. Bad game. Hey, there's that good luck we needed. Go fuck yourselves. We're doing it again. Thank you. I did it. I'm a winner. Professional gamer. 2 turns of haste. Oh, yeah. Welcome to You Get to Play the Game. It's my turn now. Mike is out of control. Someone stop this crazy son of a bitch. Holy shit, dude. Alright. That's why I'm glad there's a clip feature. I probably won't remember to do that, but holy shit, man. What the fuck? Do I need 5 turns? Dude. At one point you have to say, whoa, man. Calm down. There's a line that we have crossed to get here. She can't even do that much damage is the best part. She doesn't hit that hard. Why is it on her? But, fuck it. I mean, hey, do you want infinite tired? Here's tired. No, we're not swapping weapons. We're applying infinite tired. We're doing it over and over and over again. Yes, 5 turns in a row. I did it. Welcome to why this game is a little bit too I should have buffed her magic attack. Shit. Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Welcome to why this game's a little bit too easy sometimes. Only sometimes, but when you get these moments, oh, you get these moments. And she still did, like, okay damage. She just did, like, a small amount of damage 5 fucking times. So, I think we're fine, man. I think we're pretty much, like, kosher. We're fine. I don't even know what to do with this many turns. I don't have a game plan. I need to save my overlimits, so I got just hit them a lot. Like, normally you keep cycling through the cooldowns, so you can keep using type, like, efficient moves, but at some point, like, the cooldowns get out of hand in these things. I was gonna be so mad if that Dispel got rid of their debuff because they had to nerf Dispel or some bullshit. I'm like, hey, go fuck yourself. Now they're tired forever. I think I should be tired. Unironically, that'd be a decent nerf for haste, is making your character tired because they're moving faster. Actually would be a sensible deep, like, nerf to something that is a bit too strong. And something that makes actual sense. I guess these dudes are being swapped out for 1 turn. Don't you what the fuck me? We need nerfs! Oh. Don't tell... Never let anyone tell you I don't at least have decent ideas once in a while. I bitch a lot, but at least I'm paying attention. At least I have, sometimes, I will not say all the time, sensible ideas for how to fix the fucking garbage that's going on. Like, man. Because let me tell you right now, Natalie should be going through some major fucking problems after going 5 times as fast. That's gonna fuck up your body in the middle of life or death combat. Okay, you know what it's time for? Do it again, is the answer. Keep them tired. If that did 20,000 damage, I think I used that 3 times. So that was 60,000 damage, which, considering they only have about 1 mil HP, that's pretty alright damage. It's just, that's respectable damage to all of them. If you consider the fact that it also, you know, gave us 9 turns of tired. That is limit break level of tired. The only problem I could see with the whole, oh, you get tired if you, haste a lot is you can just cure it. Or you can be, resistant to tired or some shit, but, you know, there's always workarounds for that kind of garbage. I'd like Anna to be out, but resistance? Oh, damn it. Well, whatever then. I guess I need to cure these fucking siphons. Nom 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 nom. Well, that's not fun. I mean, I would beg to differ. Being resistant enough to accuracy and evasion downs clearly works for the enemies. Why wouldn't it work for me? What do you mean this game's inconsistent sometimes? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean having an 80% resistance to something makes you immune to it, even via different methods of acquiring said debuff? No, that totally makes sense. Don't go on and tell you go fuck yourself, game. Yeah, I know you can't. I'm just trying to be a petulant child who's bitching and moaning at the world. I just need a little bit more damage, everybody. We're getting there. Their accuracy's so low. They can't hit anyone other than fucking Matt. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Another haste. Let's go. And there we go. You know what we need in a time like this? There's one thing that... Come on now. Snap properly, thank you. Come on now, I've been doing that my whole life. Is to buff evasion. Welcome to having fun via enemy. I think you take double... What do you take with tired? Oh, you take bio damage. It's kind of fucking garbage, so whatever. Keep hitting the enemy. Ow. I'm astounded you hit me. The fact that they're still capable of hitting us despite such a massive swing is bullshit. Another haste. Because can you see why I have Natalie equipped with the things that she has equipped? This is the reason. Randomly getting free well, it's not free over limits, but over limit meter every turn and just haste all the time on your healer, buffer, reviver lady. So nice. Because she's typically always the last person alive. So, very nice. I have saved entire runs because of this. The Devourer, most assuredly, was easier because of randomly getting haste on some of these dudes. Alright, get the fuck out of here, Matt, you stupid son of a bitch. That's Lance, it's not Matt. I don't need you correcting me where I'm clearly wrong. It's actually going so long. We're not going to get too much Slay the Spire. We may not, we may not even Slay the Spire tonight. I did not think this would have taken an hour and a half. I start back on work tomorrow. I may need to curb that whole nonsense. Because to be fair, I don't know what I'm going to be doing after, the day after tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you can stun these things. They only have a 70 or 80% resistance. 70%. You can stun every Hydra, because I have a 120% chance, so it's a 50-50 chance to stun the things. But, that would be another good debuff. If when you're hasted, the next attack you use is half as efficient, because you've done it faster. I mean, you still get an extra attack. Like, the first attack's full efficiency, but then you, like, do it again faster. It's half as efficient. And it probably shouldn't stack on top of itself. Each one should be just only halved once. That could be another, like, sensible debuff. Nerf to haste, because goddamn, that shit's broken. So let me tell you right now, if I ever actually had enough meter, I definitely would go for, like, when you, like, cleaver, like, Hardy Boop, make him enchanted or whatever. You then just Vike to give Matt another turn, and then he uses his standard elemental attack just for more free damage. Because they're still enchanted, so he's doing double damage. It's redonkulous, man. That's a lot of damage. The only reason I haven't really been trying to stun these dudes with Anna is because I haven't needed it, you know? Like, I'd rather have Lance in and have him get, like, his free damage. Because Lance hits pretty fucking hard, if you haven't noticed. Oh, that's not good. Oh, at least their evasion's down, so maybe that is pretty good. Who knows? It's really annoying either way. And then they actually changed their, like, elemental resistance. See, like, now they're, resistant to holy and weak to dark. They become holy for some reason when they're floating. I remember that. One of the few things I do remember about these guys. It's neat nonetheless. Also, by the way, this is the last challenge in the game. The only thing we have left to do is, like, endless. So I don't know what my next long con project's gonna be. I don't have a game planned out next. I know my afternoon streams are going to have to become stuff more like Slay the Spire and whatnot, just because I really do kind of need my shit to start growing, and streaming, like, the popular stuff in the mornings when everyone's at work or school, not a good idea. So I'm swapping them around to where my long con passion projects that I'm particularly like, yes, I want to do this, is in the morning, and then, you know, as time goes along, if I get big enough, I can move them to the afternoon. But I may just probably stream a shit ton of Smite, fucking Slay the Spire. Really, just whatever you guys want. Just tell me what to stream, and I probably will. As long as you guys are showing up and enjoying content, I'll definitely curve it around what you guys want. Don't think for a second you can't ask, request, or, hell, even ask to play a game with me. I'm down for it. I'm not going to be opposed to anything. You guys want to do something, just ask. I'm here most of the time, even if I'm not streaming. I got a Discord down there for fucking people who want to say hi, howdy, say yeehaw. I'm always expecting, like, people always ask, like, yeehaw, but they never say how ye. You see what I'm saying? No, you don't, because you're stupid. You fucking jackass. I don't know where I went with this, but at the end of the day, I think I got my point across. Oliphant did say something about Pokemon Stadium 2, but he was saying it as like a speedrunner thing. Like, he watched, well, I don't actually fucking... Oh, yeah, Oliphant, you're here! Why am I answering for you? I thought you... Oh, yeah, Lollivant said this. And then you're sitting here, it's like, what the fuck? Like, dude, don't answer for me. I'm sorry, man. Are they dead? Do I win yet? No. Yes. Dude, I fucking love speedrunning, but we've already seen why I can't play one game over and over. No, you haven't actually seen that. Those are my ancient Slay the Spire streams. That was fucking way back in the day where I would have no one watching me. What do I get? What's my free shit? Alright, our final reward. Yeah, way back in the day, and where if I had no watchers, I'd stream for like 30 minutes at a time. And the only reason that I have it is if I don't have someone watching me, and I can enter, because you guys are here. You guys have put a spring in my step. You've energized me. You've motivated me. You've gotten me to talk about different things. Because you guys have seen what, I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, is a lot worse commentary-wise when it's just me either bitching about the game, and I don't mean like actively trying to make a point like I did in one of the, like, when I was doing the Monster Marathon, I had a point coming out. I was trying to genuinely critique and show where the faults in this game were. Where in other episodes where there's no one here, it's just me bitching and being a son of a bitch, moping, not knowing what to talk about, because I don't know how to be a proper human being. But when you guys are here, like I said, I have someone to interact with. I'm much more of a, like, banter style of, I guess, comedian, entertainer, where if I have someone to springboard off of, I soar to new heights. Stop talking about Pokemon. That's not important right now. If you want to see Pokemon, go watch my Pokemon Crystal Clear playthrough on the YouTubes. Yay. So what's our free shit? That's, fucking garbage. Thanks for, noticing. That's on YouTube, dude. Fucking, go down to the description. All that shit's on YouTube. I put every single one of my playthroughs on YouTube. The only thing I don't put down there are my shit like Slay the Spire when I'm streaming Smite and shit like that. Can we talk about one thing first, though? Like a bit of a serious moment. No, I'm getting a serious moment. Why the fuck is this chest so shitty? It only upped the fucking max HP of Matt, Natalie, and Lance. Where in the other game, you got a unique, sick-ass sword that really helped you when you did the New Game Plus. Where's my fucking sick-ass sword? Where's my Equilibrium, or whatever the fuck it was called? That was the coolest sword in all the games, just design-wise, just because it was fucking like 120 of both physical and magical, didn't have a downside, and fucking counterattacked with Legend. I don't want Soul Eater. Soul Eater's not a boss killer. Legend was such a good sword. It applied Siphon. It counterattacked with Legend. It had, like... Yeah, that's the point, dude. I beat the game. I want something really good and broken. This is really good, but not broken. But I don't want Soul Eater, though. I want a broken sword. I want something real cool to flex on kids. I did the hardest challenge in the game. I'm gonna keep going on about this. If you do the optional shit at the side of the game, and you do the hardest challenge, you better not get some fucking points. It's not what I'm asking for. I want some broken, neat shit to fuck around with. I want like a one-hit kill weapon. I want something that's at least unique. Give me something that some of those older games used to do, like... And Soul Eater is a super risky weapon where it doesn't work very well on, like, epic difficulty. Like, I mean, it would work a lot better if, like, okay, Soul Eater, you'd come into a fight, and you'd immediately do the whole summon Vike, buff Matt, make him enchanted, use his over limit, and then swap the weapon away. I can see that. But it's not quite as effective as you'd think, just because it doesn't buff the elemental damages, and it doesn't have one naturally tethered to it. So unless you need to do non-elemental damage, in which case it is the best, it's not, like, completely broken. Soul Eater really excels on the lower difficulties, where, yes, it is fucking ridiculous, and whatnot. It may... See, that's the problem with that logic, though, Oliphant. It heals you for 70% of your HP, but it lowers your stats so much and curses you, you become so squishy, you'll typically die on epic difficulty before you can counterattack. Oh, shit. Or alternatively, what you could do, like Lollifant, that is a good thought process. Or alternatively, what you could do is you could equip the Giant Slayer. That's 140. That's only 40% less. And you don't get Curse. You don't get your shit debuffed. Oh, you have lowered accuracy. Equip an accuracy buffing gear. Or alternatively, you go Berserker. Counterattacks with Revenge. That's going to hit harder. Or you could do what I did. They have like the Chopper. You could do any of the ones that have like, specifically, it's like the Giant Slayer. It does the same thing, but doesn't debuff your defenses. So then you can just equip something else. And this is also premium one, but there's always... Well, yeah, I know what you're saying, but, you know. Honestly, the one that needs a nerf is the fucking Dragon's Feather. Do you know how many times I got haste for free with this weapon? Soul Eater be damned. I did more damage with this because I got 2 turns. If you'd seen the last couple episodes where I had, like, streaks, I would go turn after turn after turn of free haste. I think, Dragon's Feather, dude, it's premium content, so I haven't had it. I specifically equipped it now that I've upgraded all of my weapons and I've seen which one the best one is. Dude, Dragon's Feather is broken, dude. I literally had one time where it was the longest one I had for Matt is he had 3 turns in a row of haste, meaning he's doing double damage. So think about it like this. He only has 50 strength. This has 180. So if he attacks twice, it's only 100 base power. But you can't think about it like that. Instead, you should think about it as getting a free action. Because free actions in video games, I'm going to go off about it again, are the most important thing that you can possibly do in a video game. Nothing else more important. Doing damage, not as important. Healing, debatable. Not as important generally, though. Free actions open you up and give you more opportunities to do what you need to have done to win the fight optimally. If you get a free turn of haste, that's actually a good point, Weevil. I did my math wrong. Extra 50% twice is 300%. So actually, yes, this does more damage. You're right, Weevil, you crazy son of a bitch. So not only does this thing hit harder, but free actions. That's why every single one of my pieces of gear gives me something for free. We already saw it with Natalie. Randomly summons Vite. It's rare, but when you get it, the tempo and momentum boon you get from this will win fight. This gives you auto revive, meaning you don't have to bother with healing. This randomly makes it this buffs her defense, really. That's effectively why I equipped her with this. It's the best defensive gear and summons Steel Wraith just because it's nice. But it's like randomly gives haste, randomly gives haste, randomly gives haste, randomly gives auto revive, gives more over limits, immune to the bad status ailments. But it's like, but yeah, but that is the case. Or you could give him haste and have him use an item. Or you could have him attack and then swap him out. So he just don't need it. It is random, but they're statistically the best things in the game. Even if it's not random. Like in like there was a whole video I saw about it specifically talking about free actions. Because I've talked about how I'm subscribed to a dude, well, yeah, like the better the effect is, the more consistent it is. Or the worse the effect is, the more consistent it is in this game, supposedly. But I specifically have talked about how I'm subscribed to some dudes who do Paper Mario challenges. Like Paper Mario 1000 Year Door and original Paper Mario, but mainly 1000 Year Door. And one of them specifically made a video on how to do, because in that game there's the Pit of 100 Trials, which... like the whole gimmick with that is every 10 floors you like get the next level of enemies. So like chapter 1 enemies, chapter 2, all the way up through chapter 8, which is the final chapter. Then you get chapter 9 equivalent enemies, which are all new, and then you get a boss harder than the final boss. And he talked about a playthrough he did and how to like maximize the efficiency of your badges to do it before you even enter fucking chapter 1. And when you get to that level of skill and you need that level of commitment, you need to analyze how exactly efficient every single possible thing you can have equipped. And I know this seems like, well, it's a fucking non-segue. he specifically talks about free actions in that game and how the best badge in the Paper Mario game statistically is the quick change badge. Because changing normally requires an entire turn to do. Imagine in this game, swapping out a party member took an action. And there was one piece of equipment, like an accessory, that just made you can change this person in and out for free. That would be the best accessory in the entire game. It's a bit of a weird example. But free actions, I mean, this game's a little bit weaker of an example because it's random chance. But anything you get for free is something you don't have to do yourself, which builds up momentum and a tempo. And really, like, randomly having him get regen, don't need to heal. Randomly giving someone haste, you can use that turn to heal or buff for free. It's like fucking... Yeah, pre-Hooktail Pit is a fucking amazing one. Yeah, and then there's like Brown Bear, free damage. So that way, I really like specifically the damage ones, because fucking, if I'm in like a stun lock situation where I need to keep reviving, I can't do it. I can't actually get damage. I need to heal, I need to revive, need a buff. Poison, burn, oh, they're immune to that. Can't do that. Free damage. Randomly build up tempo. I've won entire fights just utilizing randomly getting Vike. It's how I beat the Devourer. Randomly gaining, like, because the longer the fight goes on, the more likely they are to proc. Even if it's random, you have to think about it is the likelihood it'll proc once. One turn of getting a free turn warrants this entire costume. And I got this, I think, 2 or 3 times throughout that, like, endurance test we just did. I mean, you're not wrong. Just randomly getting Bear. I mainly equipped this just because catching foes. You're not wrong that it's subpar, but it did do free damage. And it gave him what he needed, which is really nice, in all honesty. But, you know. I'm just trying to, like, sell, like, I'm the fucking RPG man. It's what I like to do. And anything that helps you give you, like fucking, like, it's why I used the lightning cannon throughout the whole game. You have to take a turn to charge. Getting a charge for free means you don't have to do it, meaning you can do something else, building up your tempo. Because if your tempo's up, you can keep up the pressure. That's what tempo is. You have the momentum to roll off of it, meaning you can then take away from that, like momentum to do damage, to heal, to maintain yourself. It's the tempo to win the fight. If it's up and free and randomly generating for free, you can take away from it to buff, to situationally, like, debuff the enemy. And then that'll build up its own tempo, but typically things you can't normally do. Like, let's say the boss has 100 damage every turn, and you have 150 HP. You can't, like, take away from healing every turn. Like, you can't debuff the boss. But getting one turn extra means you can debuff the boss. Let's say you lower him to 60 damage a turn. At that point, you've built up tempo. You're now in an advantageous state. If you keep up the pressure, keep debuffing him, because now you only have to heal twice a turn. And you've already built it all up. That's all you need. You only need the one. And now that the tempo's built up, as long as you're good at the game and can keep it maintained, it's just like how real life, like, items move. When something's at a standstill, it's hard to get it going. But once it gets going, and gets going for free, keeping it up is what makes fights easy. And is how you should probably balance these kind of games, is what I'm trying to go on about. But yeah. That's my whole spiel. Like, I'm talking specifically, like, haste. That's the fucking amazing one. She has, like, okay, I don't think, she used to have a hit. Someone here used to have a haste piece, but I gave them, like, fucking, whatever, haste, like, haste, I think, haste, and then I don't think these guys have one because it doesn't exist anymore. That's just what I'm saying. That's just the general mindset behind free actions and building up tempo. It's why I've thrown that. Effectively, it's been a buzzword the whole playthrough, is building up tempo and advantage. You gotta get it up, because once it's up, you win the fight. Unless they because once you have so much momentum, when someone like the Devourer fucks up your whole team, you can recover from it. You don't come to a standstill, and if you're at a standstill, you're fucking dead, effectively. Let's put it that way, but yeah, alright. Enough of me rambling about stupid fucking garbage and talking about the logistics of strategizing in an RPG. But whatever then. Yeah, I only have 16 minutes before the stream would end traditionally. I think this is where we're just going to call it. No Slay Spider today. That took a very long time, plus I've been rambling. Hey. Alright. So anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And, peace. What are you doing? What are you saying? Yeah. Devourer has been... They specifically nerfed the final boss to make it so the fucking Cosmic Gigalith now actually has less HP. Once you, like, let's say you've entered the fight, scanned the Devourer, and ran away. When you refight the Cosmic Gigalith, he'll have less HP. And the Cosmic Gigalith no longer explodes when you kill him. But, you know, that's kind of taking away from the fun. Like I said, I loved that boss for how hard it was. But anyway, peace.